Hello, my Tauruses. Welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie, and I'm reading for March 23rd to the 29th. I've done my overview, entering into the unknown, something like that. We are entering into new territory, so please watch it. I found it interesting, so please just watch. Anyway, my Tauruses, remember that these are general readings, may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. We've got interesting times ahead. We have a new moon in Aries. On the 20th, we'll have our equinox. The new moon in Aries, when we also have a solar eclipse, says it's time to take action. So we've got a very powerful mandate with Aries energy right there, especially with that new moon. My Tauruses, your Uranus, which is in your sign, will be transitioning out of your sign to Gemini July 7th. Now it goes out and then it does come back and then it goes out into Gemini, like 2026. But for that short period of time, it will be in Gemini. So this is Uranus, expect the unexpected, is making its final stand for you. Okay, so let's see what we've got. It's trying to make some real interesting enlightenment and changes. Card fell out. Michael, Sword of Light. Okay, prioritize self-care. Very true for my Tauruses. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. Now, there has been, in the overview, there was a card similar to this message, but this one is definitely for you, my Tauruses. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve. Let others help you. Now, there's two things going on here that I said that I'm thinking, that maybe you don't let other people help you. Maybe they disappoint you a little bit. But it's now time, even if they don't do it right, let them help you. But the other thing is, and this is for those Tauruses, and I don't go down this road too often, but if you've been looking for that partner, this could be a really good week for that. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve. So you can look at it as two messages, okay? Love you deserve, but then also let others help you. And I don't go down that love road too much. So take it for what you will, okay? Okay, that was just picking up for me. Okay, let's see now, higher power, Holy Spirit. What else? What else? Lord Jesus, what else for our lovely Tauruses who do so much for others? Do so much for others. Here we go. Couple of cuts. Blah, blah. 1, 2, 3. 3 cards face down. One of them's reversed. I think this one, but I'm still learning these cards. Here we go. Let's see. First card, the Queen of Earth. Now, you know about this queen. We've talked about this queen. Underlying energy, water, 'cause that's what the queens do. They have an emotional energy. They have a spiritual energy. They have a very, in many ways, because you are my psychic ones, my Tauruses, I would say this is going to have an enhanced psychic ability for you too, having this water energy. Earth energy is your energy, also Virgo and also Capricorn. We know about, Virgo full moon, South Node, all that good stuff with Virgo, but you're the one, Uranus, expect the unexpected this time around for you, my Tauruses, okay? This is the queen that I always say, she takes care of business, but she does need to, again, take care of herself. And, this is the one I mentioned with the airplane and the, mask comes down, make sure you put it on yourself so that you can help others. So this is about taking care of yourself first, paying off your debts so you can take care of and help the others too. So looking at her, very much earth energy, money, job, career, just kind of peeking around her. She doesn't look quite so happy. Maybe there's a little bit of a burden on her, because like the other one said, taking care of yourself doesn't always come easy. But this is generous, practical, gracious, materialistic. The ability to make anything more beautiful, a love of family and home. Be practical about how you proceed, a love of art and beauty, a sensible approach. So there's, sometimes being sensible isn't always an easy thing to do. I'm looking at her face a little bit. I feel like there's a little bit of a yearning to her face, and maybe next time I look at her, she might not have that, but she wants more out of life, and she's not been really doing what she needs to do to take care of herself. Okay, maybe I'm just connecting with that prioritize yourself here, but this is about you stepping up and being a little bit more generous to you. Okay, next card, the World. So now we have Archangel Jophiel, Major Arcana, 21, so 10, 10, 1, transition to a new beginning. 20 also is a 2 energy, 2, 0, decisions, choices, 0, God source energy, 1. This is, decisions about maybe that new beginning, that new start. Then we can add 2 plus 1 is a 3, celebration, creation, the power of 3. And again, new moons. New moons are where you start, new times. Jophiel is the archangel of creativity, also an archangel that helps actors and anybody that's really very creative. Okay, so the World energy, the Fool started out at a 0, just basically total leap of faith, goes through his trials, go through his lessons or her lessons, and then comes to this point where he or she has accomplished all that he or she needed to accomplish for this lesson. Okay, and now it's time for you just to have a little bit of a relaxation, a little bit of, oh my gosh, I did it. I actually did it. I can stay here now for a little bit of time, and then I move on again at a higher level, but then I move on again as that new beginning. So this is, whatever this is that you have been working towards, you're going to see some rewards. You're going to see some riches. You're going to see some success. Okay? Here we go. A brilliant success, a time of joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment. Freedom to do whatever you want. Be proud of yourself, my Tauruses. So something's really opening up for you. Maybe you're going to come to a point where you just say, I don't give a darn anymore. But you're going to come to a time of liberation. Next card is reversed. We have that 4, the one that I tell you, go check your bank balances, check your debit card, okay? This is a 4, stability, organization, and leadership. This is, again, earth energy, your energy here. This is connected with Michael. This is connected with 15, which is kind of that devil card. This is, being a little bit of afraid. Do I go forward? Do I not? Again, this is feeling like I can't move forward, but yet at the same time, there is a sense of freedom once you do break out and break free of whatever it is that's been binding you. Michael, divine, he is the angel that is the defender and the protector, okay? So why this is connected with the devil card, I'm not quite sure about that, except that maybe you're just not really sure which way to go with where you're, which way or what do I do? Maybe this is, again, when I was talking about that love interest, maybe you're a little afraid to put that energy going forth, because this is a reciprocal energy. This is what you give, you get back. And maybe this is that time that you're just a little afraid of giving, because you would like to see a return on your investment before you invest anymore. How does that sound? But again, this is telling you, again, by this card, being connected, is you cannot let fear stop you from living. Managing your resources wisely, extremes in how you give or receive money, time, or emotions. Smart business decisions. Seeing things as black or white, being charitable. So sometimes, not seeing the grays, that can be a little bit disappointing. I mean, she's kind of looking like, she's hesitant. There's some hesitancy here. She wants to give, but yet she doesn't look at the person in the eye, or she doesn't look to see where she's giving to. Something's a little bit off with her. It doesn't mean that it's off with you, my Tauruses. It just means, there's a little hesitancy. And remember, money in itself, because a lot of times earth energy is about money, but it could also be what you give out, the energies you put out. So it's kind of like you're hesitantly, okay, I'm going to try, but I'm going to, I'm going to need that person to come a little bit more my way than, it's not necessarily meeting in the middle, okay? So see what that's all about for you. The world says it's okay for you to go forward a little bit more, but this could be based on experience, based on experiences. But the double energy basically says you've got to let go of the fear. You've got to let go of the fear. Otherwise, you're not living. You're not living. Okay? And there's some beautiful energies all around for you, Tauruses. And again, I don't see love energies around. I don't, people would love me to do love readings like once a week, but how many times do we fall in love? Well, sometimes we can fall in love a lot, but I feel that there's a loving energy all around you for this time around. Trust it. Okay, higher power. What else for your Tauruses? And I don't do that. Here we are. 5 of Ariel. So 5 is some change energy. Ariel, again, is that earth energy. This is the one where people are like worried about the money, worried, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? But whenever I look at her, this one in particular, she does not look worried. She looks, in fact, very, very confident. So you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Now, this goes back to that double energy, that double card. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So instead of thinking, oh, it's not going to work, it's not going to work. If you don't try, it's not going to work. If you do try, it could still, not work, but it could work, okay? So you could still get a yes from this. So a lot of times this could be about your money, your job, your career. But again, and there is some changes going on around it, but part of it is changing how you yourself are looking at something, how you yourself are approaching something, okay? So you have that 4 or 5 of earth. Again, take a look at yourself and maybe do some forgiving, forgiving to others and forgiving of yourselves, and try to be that butterfly. Try to reach out, okay? I think this is why we have this. Prioritize self-care. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, here we go. What crystal or energy would be helpful to help Tauruses through this? And I know Uranus, it's in its last push, so March, April, May, June, so good 3 months before it changes over. And when it's about to change over, it's like very powerful. So it can make you feel very insecure at the same time, very unsure of yourself at the same time. Here we go. But you've got the world. You've got the queen. You've got this beautiful take care of yourself first. Let's see here. Aragon, star clusters, earth healing, grounding, stress relief, vitality. So I am feeling pretty optimistic here. I know that you may not be because of that 5, but I'm feeling pretty optimistic. I am feeling that you're going to be a little unsure. You're going to feel very vulnerable. Again, pull up that royal energy, okay? Pull up your royal energy, Taurus. Whether you be the queen or the king, pull that up and, have confidence if you can, okay? Okay, because that world says things are going to work out great. You're doing it. Here we go. Let's see. I did it again. I am shuffling these all wrong. New moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. Okay? Don't be so afraid. How's that? Don't be so afraid. There's something shifting. And again, I don't do the love readings. And yet I just kind of did for you. Anyway, my Tauruses, please do me that favor now. Do the like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell for notifications. You help me. And you've been so supportive of me. I always thank my Tauruses. Anyway, remember that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Thanks for joining.